on that bottle. Hey guys, and you know what time it is again. We are doing another anti-haul. I had not been doing anti-hauls for a while because I felt like YouTube was kind of oversaturated with them, and then I felt like it's time to get a little salty, it's time to get a little sassy, and let's talk about a crap ton of things that I'm not going to be buying. And in all honesty, I was scrolling through Trend Mood, and there's like so much I am not interested in. It would be like an hour-long video to talk about every single one because it's just like not getting that, not getting that, not getting that. Since I have decided to pull back from being 100 obsessed with all the releases, I am looking at things a lot more critically, and a lot of this stuff is just so boring. So without further ado, we are going to get into stuff I am not going to buy. As you all know, this was originally created by Amber's Beauty Chair, leaving her channel link down below, and then it was blown up by Kimberly Clark, so leaving all that link down below for you all to give credit where credit is due. Alright, the first thing on this list is going to be that cute little 5-pan palette by Urban Decay, the Light Beam. And I'm anti-hauling this thing because I have two things that I resent. Number one is a palette that has 5 colors in it. And number two, I resent a product that is exclusive to a certain place where I don't normally go to buy my makeup, aka Macy's, where this thing is exclusive to. Also, the shades look boring as heck, and I am just not interested in investing in a little 5-pan whatever that I have to go traveling down left and right going to Macy's. If it ain't at Sephora, if it ain't at Ulta, just no. Next up is a less expensive one. It would only run me $16, but it's the new BH Cosmetics. Let me see here. What's it called? Nouveau Neutrals. And it is a blush and eyeshadow palette, but it is basically a nice, neutrally red-based palette. And if they're banking this eyeshadow palette on me not having any red tone palettes, then they need to rethink their strategy, because I think I have a couple nice red tone palettes in my collection already. This one, I got this one, I got this one. Let's see here. We got a classic one right here. I got this one. Yeah, definitely no shortage of nice red tone palettes. So $16, pass. Then we have that new Too Faced release, and we don't know what it's gonna be. We know it's an eyeshadow palette, but we don't know what the theme of it is. They were like, I know they've got a lipstick, the happy birthday 20 years Too Faced whatever, and I'm like, I ain't buying no pink lipstick scented like birthday cake. But it's this palette, and from what we've seen, it's got like, it's like, these are the traditional awesome sauce shades, and these are the like new fancy reformulated crap. And at this point, Too Faced is a brand that does not know how to make anything new. They're just making all kinds of peachy whatever stuff. They're banking on their chocolate stuff. And then they're like, well, let's take shades that already exist and make them better. The shades don't do it for me. They've got a lot of real shimmery, chunky, glittery shades that we know Too Faced does not know how to formulate. And I am just really coming off that Too Faced bandwagon after that little, like, the nude whatever, the reformulated older eyeshadow palettes, the face palette, and 22 lipsticks. I'm just like, no, I'm good. Then one that I honestly thought I probably would have got, I actually had someone comment on my Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette review to see like a showdown comparison between these two. Just letting you know, I'm probably not going to do that, and it is the Lime Crime Venus 3. Y'all know, I love my original. I have used her to death. I love the extra large palette. I was not a huge fan of the 2, but you know, whatever. The 3 was going to be like purpley and whatever and awesome sauce. Now, there is only so much you can do with a palette that automatically has 8 shades. And I feel Lime Crime did exactly the worst they could possibly do, and they gave us like 2 really awesome purple shades, and the rest are kind of like washy, outy kind of colors of whateverness. If you've got any amount of darker melanin than me, don't even go there because it is Ash City. It's not gonna be cute. It's not very versatile. Like, I look at my original one, I'm like, we got darkening up, we've got different crease shades, we got all these pretty ones, this nice little one to highlight the whatever, but you know, it's little, but we got some options. And the third one, you ain't got no options. You ain't got just, no. I thought I would have got it, but for the 30 whatever, no, I'll just use the purple that I have. Thank you very much. Then 2 drugstore items we'll just get out of the way. The Wet n Wild Flights of Fancy collection. I do love that the funds going from a percentage or whatever from that collection is going to like animal conservation, everything like that. I am all about that. But honestly, what I look for in their like collections is like the highlighters. There are no highlighters. The blushes look nice. I might get the blushes, but I'm not doing the whole shebang bang. And also, in the past, their big old, when they started doing the big old collection in a box, it started with the mermaids one. It was $30. And then they did the gothographic one, which was $30. And then this one is $35. I know Wet n Wild's starting to get a little like bougie here, and I know they're like an it brand that they come out with something fancy and limited edition. We all jump on it. But then they be charging $5 extra. I'm like, you ain't even giving me no highlighters in that box. I see you, Wet n Wild. You just upcharge us. Next thing you know, it's going to be $40. And it's like, ain't got time for that. And then those Physician Formula face palettes with the butter bronzer and the contour and the 2 highlighters they have, and then it comes with like a stupid butter oasis perfume. Like, if I want to smell like butter, I'll just take a stick of butter and just, I don't need no perfume to make me smell like butter. It secretes out of my pores naturally. But my big problem is, well, I saw it in store, and actually it was with my husband. I'm like, I'm going to anti-haul that in my next video. Is the packaging is horrendously bulky. Like, it's like this thick, and then just like, bronzers. You got the excess space because you got to take the perfume out of it. I don't care for the highlighter formula. You guys know I don't do no cream to powder, powder to cream, and bleh, I don't do that. And they came out with 2 for 2 different shade ranges. But they kept the highlighters the same, which are these really like pale, white, cool toned, iridescent highlighters. And I'm like, okay, if you're buying the light kit, sure, that's fine. Those highlighters will probably work fine on you. If you are deeper complected and you're buying the deep one, you're like, yeah, sure, the bronzer and the whatever is going to work on me. But what am I going to do with these ashy, washy, whatever highlighters? Answer is you ain't going to do nothing with them. And it's just a 100% pass because of the product and because I think it was poorly executed. All right, we're going to talk about 2 things that I wouldn't buy. I've actually anti-hauled these brands, but I kind of wanted to give my 2 cents on why, even if I was into the brands, why I wouldn't buy it. Because that's always fun. First up is the Laura Lee Nudie Patootie palette. I was scrolling through Trend Mood. You guys know I don't follow Laura Lee. I don't follow any big influencers. And I was just like, I just saw a picture of it. And I was like, without even knowing it was her, no shade, I was like, that is the ugliest palette I have ever seen in my life. And now y'all know, I'm less of a neutral toned person, but neutral toned palettes can be very pretty. I like my Tarte Clay Play. I like my Naked palettes, my chocolate bars. They can still be, you know, interesting and exciting and inviting. But this one just looked ugly. And my main problem with it though, it is a nude palette. Laura Lee did this whole thing. Oh, if I was going to make a nude neutral palette, I was going to knock it out of the park. And she does a lot of nudes and neutrals. And I'm like, look, if you are making a nude palette and you're like, yes, this is going to be my magnum opus, it's going to be awesome, you are going to need to create a nude palette that caters to more than just a beige skin tone. I look at this palette and the color theory, and all I see for people with deeper skin tones is ashy. half of those colors ain't even gonna show up on them. Like they're gonna have like a transition shade or to deepen it up. It ain't gonna deepen up nothing. It's gonna wash them out. It's gonna look absolutely terrible. It isn't an inclusive palette. And I feel as someone, especially someone who's newer on the market and wanting to make a positive burp squad, make a positive mark on the industry, you should maybe think about a little bit more than just the little white people. And that is my main concern with it, is you just look at it and you're like, that's gonna look ugly on me. And then you're like, that's gonna look ugly on her skin tone, his skin tone, their skin tone, a whole bunch of skin tones. And if people with whatever get it and buy it, that's great. This is just my personal opinion. I don't think it was very well thought out for a mass-produced product to be accessible to a lot of different skin tones. It's like, all right, we got this one skin tone, this one undertone, that's it. Everyone else is just screwed. And then the next one, oh my goodness, y'all know, everyone else be talking about this in the anti-hauls. The Kim KW perfume. Y'all, there be boobies on that bottle. And we're not even talking like faintly shaped like breasticles. We're talking like full on nip showing boobies. I love how everyone be getting on like NARS and everyone be getting on like Jeffree Star and Kat Von D and all these other brands for like their scandalous and their like sexy names and stuff like that. And I'm like, look at this. This is soft-core porn. We're gonna have some 14-year-old boys buying this just for giggles. Y'all, if you want a naked statue in your house, I love art. I am a fan of Michelangelo, Raphael, Leonardo, all of those. Buy one of those. Buy one of those. Buy you a David, buy you a just whatever. Don't buy a $60 booby perfume bottle that you can't even smell before you purchase it. We all know that's gonna end well. I don't need Kim Kardashian's surgically modified body staring at me while I do my makeup. That is not a void in my life that I feel the need to fill. And even besides that, even besides the bottle, I know that's personal, whatever. A lot of people think it's clever. Oh, it's cute. It's her body. It's her iconic shape or whatever. It's like perfumes are so particular. Like my aunt can't. She is very sensitive to scents, and she has to like try one out and wear it for like a month and then be able to try another one for a month to make sure it doesn't mess with her pH and everything like that. And you can't smell it unless someone else is going to buy it. It's $60. You can't return it if it does smell horrible on you. It's a whole lot of nope in a booby-shaped bottle. All right, guys, that was a anti-haul going on there for that. I do enjoy doing these. I'm not sure how often I'm going to be doing with them because there is just so much that I'm not interested, that I feel like it's just, I don't even need to comment on it. I'm just like, no. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about the products I mentioned down below. Let me know something you are anti-hauling. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and as always, keep it real. Mwah!